Welcome back. So in our last lesson, we covered accessibility, and I mentioned how important it is to ensure that your site is accessible for all. In this lesson, we're going to cover the mobile editor and mobile sites. Just as important as it is that your desktop site looks amazing, it's equally important that you have an amazing mobile site that visitors can view on mobile screens. So with that in mind, let's take a look at the editor. I mentioned in the first lesson, we have the desktop icon here on the left, and to the right we can switch to mobile. Let's click it, and we can see the mobile editor has opened. It's really important to remember that if you make changes on desktop, for example, you add an image, you add text, those will appear on the mobile site. However, if you make changes on mobile, it won't affect your desktop. So let's say you remove something or you add something new, you don't have to worry that this will change the way your desktop site looks. With that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the left bar. Here we have Add to Mobile. This is where you can add mobile elements to your mobile site. For example, text, an image, a button, decorative elements, a box, social bar, or embeds. Beneath this, we have the menus and pages, which shows all the pages on your mobile site. Then we have mobile tools, the quick action bar, back to top, welcome screen, and browser theme color, which we're going to cover in a minute. We have the hidden elements panel, and we also have the page layout optimizer. The page layout optimizer is great if you would like Wix to optimize your site for you. Let's take a look at our site. We're going to scroll through and see if there's any elements that we don't need. We can see, for example, we have this strip, which we added to desktop, which isn't really doing much here, so we can go ahead and hide that by clicking hide. We can see that this has opened up our hidden on mobile, which is our hidden elements panel. Here you can see all the elements that are hidden. When Wix optimizes your site for you, it hides some elements. So let's say you want to show some of these again. All you need to do is click show. Perfect. So now we've hidden an element and we've taken a look at the hidden elements panel. I'm going to show you how you can add elements to the page. You can click add, and then let's say we want to add some text. You can take heading 1 and pull it onto the stage. Perfect. Now you can see that the text has been added to the stage. In this case, we don't need any additional text, so we'll just delete it again. Now that we've covered the hidden elements panel, hiding some elements and adding elements, it's time to take a look at our mobile tools. In mobile tools, we have the quick action bar. Let's start with that. This lets your visitors take action on your site really quickly. So when we click it, we can see set up actions. Currently, we have phone, email, and Facebook. Let's go to more actions and see what else we can add. Here you can see we can add WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok, and many others. Let's say, for example, you have an amazing YouTube site, or you really love TikTok. You could link those here so it's really easy for your site visitors to get there. Also, you could add your email or your phone number so that your site visitors can contact you. When we take a look at this quick action bar, we can see that it's green, pink, and blue. Unfortunately, this doesn't really tie in with our site theme, so we'll need to click the design button. Here you can see there are many options to choose from when it comes to design. Let's choose this one here. I think it will tie in the best. Also, if we're not happy with the colors, we can always go to customize design. We have the option to change it from black and white to grayscale or color. I think we'll keep it at black and white. The next mobile tool we'll take a look at is the back to top button. Let's say you have a lot of content on your mobile site and your site visitor gets to the bottom, but they need to get back up. The quickest way is to click the back to top button. They will click it and it will take them straight back. This helps users to not need to scroll so much, so it's a really useful tool. Next, we have our welcome screen. This is a personal favorite of mine. I think it's a great introduction to your site. You have the background, which you can change the color of, your logo, which you can change, and you can also set the logo to animate however you would like. Next in our mobile tools, we have the browser theme color. This can be used with Android, and you can set this section here. You can change this colour, for example, if your site is completely black, you could change the browser theme colour to black to tie in with the rest of the site. Now that we've covered the mobile tools, we've also taken a look at how to add elements, how to hide them, and our Hidden Elements panel. And most importantly, we know that making these changes on our mobile won't affect our desktop. It's time to go live with our site. In our next lesson, I'm going to show you how to connect a domain to your site, and we can make your site go live. I really look forward to it, and I hope to see you there.